G'day, I'm Andrew from Diesel DPCHIP. Previously I was talking to you about extreme performance tuning of diesels. So today we're going to go further into that and install a extreme performance chip into this Prado 150. Currently installed in this Prado 150 is what we call the DPCHIP M3. It's for the direct injection diesels, so we'll be taking this one off. It's pretty good for the daily driver. We'll of course be installing today the high performance DPCHIP X. To install one of the high performance chips, firstly, of course, you need to locate the plugs. There's instruction sets that come with these systems, so locate the plugs on the engine. Very simple plug and play. We utilise all factory plugs on this particular Toyota. Most of the system is Denso. So once you've found the plugs, you disconnect the male and female, insert the harness. Once that harness system is in, then it's a matter of just simply plugging the chip into the end of the harness. Once that's plugged in, then we would start programming, and the programming may take anywhere from 15 minutes to well over an hour, just depending on the modifications you've got to your vehicle. Okay, well, we've finished installing the harness system for the chip now, and next step, the most important part of course, is the tuning and programming. So at this stage what we'll be doing, we'll be plugging in a laptop and a programming device into the actual chip, and that will allow us free access to all the parameters inside. Once we're in there, we'll be able to make calibration adjustments to the fuel pressure, fuel volume, the timing point at which the fuel goes in, and depending on the make and model of the systems that we're altering, we can do turbo pressure and a lot of other areas in tuning. Well, once we had the DPCHIP fitted, we just went for a simple test drive. We had the laptop connected up via a USB cable to the programmer that was connected to the chip, actually in series, so we could do live adjustments while we were driving. The benefits of this exercise by doing this really is also, in the end, about more performance. But when you get more performance and you get the cutting edge, you have to be very, very careful. So we advise only to be going to reputable workshops, and in this instance, of course, they would be ones recommended by the company producing the chip. The main reason why we're going to these high levels of power is usually to do with extreme towing or extreme racing conditions. Two main areas that we've been changing have been the injector control, and the one area there we're looking at doing is actually getting the injector needle lift a little bit higher to get in some more volume. On the rail side of the system we're altering, which will be including the rail pressure and monitoring that pressure. So the rail pressure in this vehicle from factory will be going anywhere from 200 to probably 1,800 bar pressure. This will vary all over the place depending on load and throttle position. Whereas the injector duration may only alter only maybe 5 or 10% or 20% at the best. So the main area we're looking is rail control and also safely monitoring those pressures so as things don't go too high. And combined with the injector control that we're doing by more amperage, getting more lift, we'll have of course more precise fuel control, and more fuel in a diesel basically means more power. I just can't emphasise how much these chips really can manipulate the performance of your vehicle. They really are like having another ECU under the bonnet. Inputs such as exhaust gas temperature probes, boost control, all those sorts of things can actually be read by the chip, and all the outputs can also be manipulated by the chip. If we look at this particular vehicle, it has a lot of steel work front and rear, tyre carriers, probably long range tanks, etc, etc. It's in these sorts of extreme conditions you can find that the DPCHIP X can come into its own for performance. This is Andrew from Diesel DPCHIP. I hope you've had a good day today watching the DPCHIP X installation and learned a little bit more about diesel tuning.